Alright, this is a review on the 2010 Rayne Demonseed. Some specs are the board is 44 inches long, 10 inches wide, and it's got a wheelbase of 34.5 inches. Now, I bought the deck for $90 off the Silverfish Classifieds. Reason I got it that cheap is because it's blemished. If you notice up here, looks like got drilled out a little there, and the bottom was kind of scratched up. I've done a lot of it, but my setup right now is 190mm pair or Sabre trucks with an 88 barrel Dodo barrel top and a 88A Sabre barrel bottom. And basically on the other one, I just have a pumpkin, a white soft keg 88A pumpkin bushing. It's basically the same thing, but there's a flat washer on both. My wheels are Orangatang stimulus, 70mm 83A with a 42mm contact badge. They're okay wheels. I wouldn't really recommend them. I know they get a lot of hype for being great slide wheels, but in reality they're not that great. They make a lot of noise, and I've got bearing spacers and speed rings. And also they lose a lot of speed on slides. They're really icy and unpredictable, and they've got a terrible hookup, but I guess they're okay. I got them for free at a board shop. I won a competition because I'm awesome. But yeah, normally with 70mm wheels on the Demonseed, you're going to get rail bite unless you do one of two things. One being either have 150mm trucks that don't shorten your wheelbase, or have 180 or 190mm trucks with a high base plate angle, a high ride height, and something that shortens your wheelbase, like Sabre trucks. I think it's like 1.5 inches it shortens your wheelbase by. Paris trucks shorten them by 1 inch, but this board is a downhill free ride board, and that's basically what I use it for. I also use it for commuting, as well as some pumping. It's not an ideal long distance pumper. You can use it. I have used it. I've gone about 25 miles long distance pumping on it before. It's moderately heavy board. But then again, most of the boards I have are heavy, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Oh, bearings, I forgot about those. I just have some Bones Reds and some other random AVEC 5 bearings with bearing spacers and speed rings. Little pro tip. There's these really cool things. That's my actual axle nut. That red thing inside, that's not the bearing. It actually acts as a shield against dirt and other things like that. But yeah, for long distance pumping, I give it a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. It's not that great for that. In terms of carving, a lot of people have said, "Oh, it's a terrible carving board. It's not that agile at all." But I'm calling bullcrap. It's a really carvy board if you've got the right setup. The way I've got mine set up right now, it carves just as much as my pintail, and for carving, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10, only because it's not the most carvy board in the world. It's nowhere near that of an original board. But then again, those trucks are, they're not really my cup of tea. I mean, they're okay trucks. They're just kind of high maintenance and they squeak after a while. For downhill and free ride, both, I'm going to give this board a 10 out of 10 for each. I feel completely secure on this board, no matter what I'm doing. I've held some pretty long standees on my Hesher snowballs, which is what I used to have on this before I completely cored them. They're nice. I loved them, but they're currently out of stock. When they come back in stock, I will buy a new set because my stems are terrible and they're coning. In terms of commuting, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10, only because it's kind of heavy, but because of its because of the drops, it's double dropped. So it's got a 1-inch drop from the mounting platform to the foot platform, and it's also dropped through, making it even lower to the ground. But it's nice for pushing. First time I actually stepped on it, it was weird because I extended my leg farther than I actually wanted to because I was on my Super Shaka before, and I didn't really. I'd never ridden a drop down or a double dropped board before, so I was just kind of amazed by how low it was and how well it pushed. Cons of this board are definitely it's going to be its fragility. Now some people might say, oh, this board is a tank, there's nothing you can do. Rayne makes excellent quality boards, and that's true to a certain extent. Except if you look at their nose, curved it once or twice, going about 20 if, but you can see that the nose is actually splitting. Glued that together 3 or 4 times now. And the other side is just a little bit worse. Also, on the side right here, it's starting to delaminate. See that? That's just the wood layer. And then if you look on this side, where is it? Okay, up here, the thighs were actually re-glued together because it started to split. But I can't really complain because I got this board for $90 knowing all this. So I've been riding this board for 2 or 3 months now, and it is my favorite board, and there's no doubt I would go out and buy this board again. If you're going to buy it, I would recommend a good setup like the board with with mile high skate bearings, some Hesher snowballs, or some other slidey wheels, and some 180mm trucks. So overall, I'd give it a 8.5 out of 10. It's just my review, so this is my first ever review on a board, so it'll be nice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.